Welcome back to Pompey Walk. Andrew says, beautiful results at Hillsborough, and to make it better, we can relegate Hull next week. It's all eyes on Fratton Park as at least 5 teams now become Portsmouth fans for one weekend. Welcome back to 20 minutes of Pompey Chat. We've got Sasha and Sam to look back on that Hillsborough result, and we're also talking about Harvey Blair and what should happen now over the summer, plus our wishes for the new kits. We'll get Sasha and Sam's views on both of those two things at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Right, Sasha, 23 away games, 23 ticked off. How's it feel?
It's good to finally get it done. My bank account gets a little rest for the summer, so that's always nice.
Yeah, I don't know if you calculated how many miles you and the Pompey fans have done, but do you have any rough idea?
So, I've only got it up to Norwich, so...
Okay. Right. Well, maybe I'll talk. I'll talk to Sam, and you can add on. You can add on the Wednesday whilst we figure that out. Sam, we missed you last week, but congratulations, Pompey are safe. How's that feel?
Yeah, it's a big relief. Big relief. I know I said the week before that, just don't lose, but to stay up in that style, with Bishop scoring a hat trick as well, it was just. Yeah, it was great feeling. Sigh of relief now, and yeah, we can, like you said at the start, we can just watch the other teams crumble away and just watch a nice relegation battle stress-free and not have to worry about anything. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I mean, if you'd have said that it's going to come down to the last day of the season and Pompey Hull is going to relegate somebody, we'd have automatically assumed at the start of the season it would be you guys. But yeah, I mean. Lots has been made, Sasha, of the budgets for the season, and people have rightly pointed out both Pompey and Oxford, who are the ridiculously lowest budgets in the league, both comfortably staying up. Is that down to good management or just good recruitment or a bit of both?
I think it's got to be a little bit of both. I think on paper, when we started the season, after the summer window, the recruitment wasn't as good as we'd hope it'd be. But with the addition of the January transfer window, we brought in some really good, really important players that have definitely helped us push over the line. And it shows that you don't need to spend the most to achieve, it's on paper, if you look at the amount of money spent and how much players are worth, we're right down at the bottom. But, we're 16th at the moment, so money doesn't always talk.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, Murphy's got to be the steal of the season for sure.
100%.
Yeah,
absolutely. Roy says a massive well done to our team and all our supporters. Let's now end the season with a home win against Hull next week and have a huge celebration. Yeah. Have you got the number, Sasha? Did you add it all up?
Yep. So from my house in Portsmouth, to and from every single away game is 8,064 miles. Over 8,000 miles travelled.
With our away record, that is something. So, well done, Sasha. Good job.
Absolutely, yeah. And there's been some stinking midweek trips in there as well, haven't we? Which we have to forget. You're coming back literally as heading to work. Some people, so mightily impressive. And as we've said before, much the richer league with Portsmouth. In it. Right, let's talk about a couple of players. Well, let's talk about one player in particular from the Hillsborough Sheffield Wednesday game, Sam. Yes, Harvey Blair. Stuart says, seems to have a great attitude, really likeable, and has all the tools to be a fantastic player for us. He will have learned plenty this season. Get behind him next season and watch him flourish. Congratulations, Harvey. Enjoy your moments. James says, go on, Harvey, lad. Can see you're a good footballer. Mousinho can see it too, otherwise he won't be picking you. Next season, you'll be banging him in. Yeah, what do you make of him?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad he got the opportunity yesterday, and I'm glad he got his goal, and he seemed quite thrilled that he got his goal. And I mean, he's had a quite difficult season coming from the youth ranks of Liverpool and then coming to the Championship, where, I mean, it's not an easy league. Some consider it the best league in the world, and yeah, I am truly happy for him. They didn't do much for him on commentary, actually, when I was watching the game, because they said to him, oh, he's been studying under Mo Salah. And I'm like, oh, boy, here we go. So, yeah, no, I'm happy for the lad. I really hope that we can keep him and develop him, play him in some cup games next season. hopefully we can play him in a few more games where it's not as crucial and he can develop a little bit more. But yeah, I'm excited to see what he has and go from there.
Yep. Sasha, your thoughts?
Yeah, as someone that's spoken to Harvey in person quite a few times, I know he's someone that's really dedicated. He really wants to be the best footballer he can be, and he wants to do it here at Pompey. He's got a brilliant attitude, really down to earth, and just from the chats I've had with him, I really want him to do well, and I do honestly think he will. Like Sam said, hopefully next season, we won't have as many crucial games that dictate where our league position will be. But if we can get him playing as many cup games, as many games as possible, then yeah, we're going to see a really tidy player in Harvey Blair.
Yeah, that's a good prospect for the future. Brilliant. Yeah. Anything else, Sasha, you want to point out from the Hillsborough game? A decent point on the road. Carnival atmosphere.
It was just really nice to have a game where it didn't really matter. We could go and lose 6-7-0 and it wouldn't matter. Obviously, wouldn't want to lose by that many, but to have a match where we could just go in and just enjoy the football, enjoy the day out, and yeah, it was just really brilliant. It's just a credit for how much effort the coaching staff and players have put in, especially in recent weeks, because it could have very much been a game where, everyone was clenching their fists and, holding in everything for 90 minutes. But no, it was like you said, it was a carnival atmosphere. People came dressed up. Yeah, it was just a brilliant day.
Brilliant. Okay. Right, one left to go then. Hull City this Saturday, and it will be all eyes on Fratton Park, as we said, Sam, because we've got number of teams depending on you this weekend. We've got Luton hoping Pompey win. We've got Stoke City hoping Pompey win. We've got Preston North End hoping Pompey win. We've got Derby County hoping that somewhere on the 32nd minute, one of your players can stick it in the net. And then you'll hear at least around 4 grounds anyway. In fact, in one ground, you hear both sets of fans erupt at Pompey scoring Derby versus Stoke. You don't owe these teams anything, but would it be nice to relegate Hull secretly?
Well, we had a little bit of bust up with them in January about Abu Kamara and everything like that, and I mean they got quite reactive on Twitter. So yeah, to be fair, I think if we just finish, I don't really care about anybody else. If we finish the season with a win, great. And then we'll hand Kamara his transfer documents at the end of the game. That'll be nice as well. But you're right. We don't owe the other teams anything. We don't owe Stoke. Definitely, we don't owe Stoke anything. So yeah, just nice home win to finish the season. I'm thinking nice, comfy 3-0 win. Bishop with 2, and then Lang with 1 at the end, and yeah, just finish the season on a high, and then get ready for next season.
Yeah, we've already had all our other podcasts of some other teams asking me, imploring you to, when I speak with you tonight, to wish you well and don't mess it up for them. Ian says, how the worm has turned, our 2 most sought-after players, Robbo and Abu, may end up being relegated. Maybe, but just maybe, we were right not to buy them. Thoughts, Sasha, on this one? Is it nice for Pompey to be the kingmakers for once rather than being the ones in that fire?
I think in regards to that tweet, I agree with half of it. Alex Robertson chose Cardiff over us for the money. He brushed it over, said that it was to do with his uncle. No, it wasn't. It was ultimately what was at the bottom of that contract, his wage. Already lined up for him to join. Even Mousinho said he was expecting him to be a Portsmouth player for this season. And then he decided to backstab us. I have no sympathy. And he laughed at us. I was at Cardiff away. We were rock bottom of the league. We hadn't won a single game. We had 9 points on the board. And he came over to the corner in front of the fans and he was laughing at us. I do not feel anything towards Alex Robertson anymore. And I'm actually really glad that he's going down. And I hope that his new salary in League One is less than what we offered him in the Championship, because that would be nice. But Abu Kamara is a different story. He very clearly wanted to be a Pompey player. He absolutely loves the club. The club love him. The only reason that he didn't join us is because we weren't ready, and rightfully so, to spend £4.5 million on him. obviously it would be nice to relegate Hull and bring him in for next season. But yeah, no, it is nice that we're the ones that can, get the last laugh on Hull after what they said to us earlier in the season and the way they treated Abu Kamara for liking Pompey players' posts, which is just disgraceful.
Right. It's a funny one, isn't it, really? Because when you've got fans of so many clubs who'll be watching on their phones in the middle of the stadium to see if Portsmouth score a goal against Hull, but it'll all come down to that. You could care less, like you say, in terms of Hull staying up or not. But we wish you well. We're also talking this week about the summer and what you guys would want in terms of wishes. If I could give you some wishes for the summer, what would they be? I want to first of all just talk about the kits, if that's okay. What any particular preferences for design styles? What colours should the away kit be this time round, Sam? I know some people aren't fussed about this kind of thing, and it's already be done. But any particular preferences?
Yellow. We haven't had a decent yellow kit for a long time. Like one of the best Pompey kits that we've ever had. I think it was 97, 98 kit, and it was yellow. And it had and I think they sell it at the retro shop right now, but it's like the star and the crescent moon on the sleeve.
Is it the one with the KJC sponsor?
Yeah. That is one of the best Pompey kits ever. So if Nike can do a design of that'd be great. And I would actually like the home kit to be reminiscent of the Fiat kit as well that we had with the pinstripes. I think that'd be nice as well.
All right.
But yeah, just a black third kit I think would be nice.
Sasha, any particular things that you want to see?
Exactly what Sam said, but in addition to the third kit, black and gold. I think black and gold is gorgeous.
Premier League days.
Right. All right, then what else do you want to happen to see over the summer then, fellas?
Some signings. Some good signings.
I think it might be ambitious, but I want Chappers back, but I don't think that'll happen. And Jed Wallace to come back as well. I think those would be two fan favorite signings. I don't know whether they do anything, but Chappers would definitely help out the club. But Jed Wallace, I think he's a little bit past it. But I don't know. We said that about Matt Ritchie, right? So, yeah. I know it won't happen, but yeah, for Chappers to come back and play for us would be excellent.
Okay. We count them maybe up to 8 different Championship clubs looking for managers this season, and Norwich, of course, joined West Brom and Swansea and Leicester, Ipswich, Southampton likely to be looking. Sheffield Wednesday and QPR we hear potentially. We'll
what leads?
Well, they won't be here, but yeah. So that takes a total to 9, Sasha, which is incredible. You know what's coming next to the next question. Are you worried at all?
No, to be honest. I honestly think Mousinho wants to stay at Pompey. He's not going to get, the support he does anywhere else. He's not going to get the love the same way anywhere else. And I think even he knows that himself. And yeah, I would be beyond shocked if he was to go anywhere else. I think he's the best manager we've had in a fair bit of time, and I want him to stay for as long as possible. I even said if we got relegated this season, I'd like him to stay.
I think he knows that if he was at any other club in the Championship and in the middle of January or December time, he would have been gone, right? So the fact that Pompey stuck with him and the fact that Pompey were loyal to him, I think he appreciates that quite a bit. I know some fans were questioning him a little bit, myself included, but the fact, I'll give credit to him now, the fact what he's done with the budget and the way he's managed to keep us up with the players that he's had, with the injuries that we had. I have no idea what we do at training. Do we do Taekwondo at training or something? The amount of injuries we have and just the budget and the players and stuff. Yeah, he knows that he's loved at Pompey, and like Sasha says, beyond shocked if he goes anywhere else.
Okay. All right. Last one then this week. It is the final home game of the season. We've talked lots about how important Fratton Park has been to you this season. But what's been your favourite 90-minute game at Fratton Park all season? And we can include cup games here as well. Sam, I know you've watched them from across the pond at sometimes ungodly hours of the day as well. Which one sticks in your mind for the one that's got you out your seat the most?
Beating Leeds, 1-0 beating Leeds. Yeah, definitely up there. Like beating a Premier League club comfortably that we did as well. I think the beating Leeds.
Okay, comfortably. Okay.
I'll throw it in there.
Sure, there's some refereeing decisions in there that might argue with that.
Yeah, Mark, we got a lot of refereeing decisions against us this season, so let's.
Sasha, you've been to all of them.
Yeah, apart from Leeds, I'd say either Coventry 4-1. That was a brilliant game. The Callum Lang show, and obviously the Watford game, which confirmed our survival.
Yeah.
You know, that was the game that made our season.
Absolutely brilliant. Look, we've enjoyed talking to you. We're going to talk to you one more time next week as we review, of course, that whole game and look ahead properly to the summer. So join us for that. Do drop us a like and subscribe if you haven't yet done so already, and then we can give you guys the summer off. Thank you very much for joining us this week. Enjoy all the Pompey love that's going to come from all over the championship in the next 5 days or so. And good luck against Hull. See you then.